everybody, Katie Evans with the Living 48 Real Estate team here at Keller Williams Realty East Valley, and we have another market update for you. So we are just entering into the month of February, so we're looking back at what has happened in January. We're looking at what's happening here in the first few weeks of February, trying to make sense of all of this for you guys. So I'm so glad you're here with us again today, and I'm going to step out of the way for just a hot minute so you guys can see the market factoids, and then we're going to launch into this. This may be a little bit longer than a normal market update, but I've got a lot to talk to you about and maybe a lot to try and explain to you. So we want to make sure that you guys all understand this pretty clearly. Okay, let me jump out of the way here so you can have a look at those numbers for just a hot minute. All right, so you'll notice that the numbers over on this side of the board are mostly red, and the numbers on this side of the board are mostly green. So let's talk about that. That's been pretty normal for the last little while. So let's talk about what that means to you and the market and everything like that. Okay, so as you can see right now, our supply is trending down as it has been for the last little while. In all of the state of Arizona, we are looking at just over half a month worth of supply. And then when we talk about inventory, and I'm going to explain the difference to you guys about this, how we figure these numbers today, because I think that I've had enough people asking me those questions. Let's talk about what that really means, okay? But our inventory basically is down to 17 days. All right, so how do we determine supply versus inventory? By taking what's available right now, what is the active properties available to us right now, and then divide it by the closed in the previous month, so the last 30 days, all right? And that is what gives us our supply. So if we were to take, as when these numbers were pulled, it was, let's see, 9,499 divided by what closed 30 days prior to that, and that's what's giving us that 0.6 months worth of inventory, of supply. Now inventory, on the other hand, this is how they figured this. It's the number of houses that were available when we decided to do this math equation, divided by 12 months, okay? And that's typically, that's a much larger gap for us. But because we've been running at such low supply and available homes over the last 12 months, these numbers are actually very close nowadays. So yeah, typically there's a bigger gap between the two of those numbers, but right now there's not. So that's why I give you both numbers. This is what's happened over the last 30 days. This is what's happened over the last year, all right? So our active days on market down to 71 days, and our closed days on market is 44 days. Now that's gone up just a little bit, but we also just came out of the holidays. So it's not really surprising for that as well. And it just barely went up. It's not up by much at all. Okay, so again, just important numbers for you guys to know. And this is all of Arizona, not just the East Valley, not just a certain city, all of Arizona. Let's sneak over to this side where all the numbers are green. Yay for the sellers. Active price per square foot. $294 a square foot is the average active in all of Arizona. Sold price per square foot. We're selling, again, all of Arizona. We're averaging about $218 per square foot. Average sold, these are the last 30 days, these two numbers right here. So our average sold over the last 30 days was around 444,671,000. So guys, if you are thinking Arizona is super affordable anymore, we're losing our status. Prices are going up, kiddos. Our median price sold $340,000. So no longer are we like $250,000 median prices. No longer is that our average. No longer any of that kind of stuff. And we're going to talk about those numbers. Now, if you want to just kind of see what's happened over the last 12 months, you can see our average over the last 12 months is $399, closer to that $400,000 price point. So we continue to go up. Median sold over the last 12 months, $319. Again, we continue to go up. Our appreciation over the last 12 months has been about 14.3%, and then the last 30 days, 17.3%. So guys, we're continuing to trend upwards. So let's talk a little bit about the bubble. Is there a bubble? Is there not a bubble? I have to go back and revisit this every few months because people start to get freaked out when they see these kind of numbers and they're like, we're going to have a huge bubble burst again. We're going to have a huge bubble burst again. Guys, we are not in a bubble, okay? If you want me to sit down and really break this out for you, we can, and I will. But for the sake of trying to keep this to under an hour, we're going to just leave it at this. The reason that everything continues to go up is because our household formation here in the state of Arizona continues to go up. People moving in from out of state, people who've been living with their parents who now need to establish a household of their own, people who are coming of age that have not left the state of Arizona. All of these numbers of new household formations continue to go up. So this is a matter of supply and demand. Why is our supply so low? Because our demand is so high. All right, so if we look at, I'm just gonna throw some numbers out here for you guys. Right now, our active listings as of the date that we pulled all of this information was 9,500, okay? And that's down only about 324 month over month. All right, so we're not losing a lot of listings coming on. This continues to kind of, we've had a trend of lower than normal starts as of late, but again, where are people gonna move to? We are struggling with that demand. Where are people gonna move? And so of course they're not listing their houses. However, what I want to tell you guys is our under contract numbers. So this has gone up 13% month over month. So our under contract in January was 11,770, and we closed another record-setting month in January. We closed 7,353 units. All right, so that is, I'm just going to read this. It says, this extends another record-setting month with 7,353 units closing in January. This extends our streak of a 10-year plus high to 8 months. So over 8 months now, we have continued to see our closings grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. It was an 18% increase year over year and a 33% increase from 2019. The previous high over the last 10 years was 6,541. That was back in 2011. All right, so what we're seeing is we're seeing record closings, but we're also seeing not a lot of housing come on the market. And when it comes on the market, we're selling it just about as fast as can be. And we see that in the speed of our numbers going from active to under contract. So again, is there a supply issue? Yeah, there's a supply issue. But even back in January, we had 8,827 units enter the market, which was actually bucking the trend where we were seeing 8 to 10 year highs, and January marks a 10-year low. So yes, we are seeing lower than normal inventory come on, but it's not because we're in a bubble. None of this is because we're in a bubble. All of this is because demand is so high for our very, very limited inventory. But again, we're selling things at record numbers, so stuff is moving. So we don't want you to think that anything crazy is happening with our market. Yeah, buyer demand is what is driving everything right now, you guys. So let me just run through a couple numbers for you guys, because I think it's really important that you understand maybe even a little bit more of the breakdown. If you are considering going into the marketplace with an FHA loan, I want you to consider that you need to do whatever it takes to get yourself qualified for a conventional loan. All right, if that means taking a few extra months to fix the credit score, if that means saving more for a down payment, whatever you need to do to get to conventional, because right now we have a running joke in the office that if you're going in to purchase FHA homes or trying to go in with the FHA loan, or if you're looking within the FHA limits, which tops out at purchase prices of about $380,000. So if you're looking at anything for up to $380,000, congratulations, you have just entered the Hunger Games. May the odds ever be in your favor. It is that challenging out there. Let me just kind of explain to you why I'm saying that. First of all, if you're looking for anything in the entire valley that's under $150,000, congratulations, you're looking for a mobile home. Okay, anything that we have in that inventory is most likely a mobile home. And actually they have higher than normal supply in those ranges. So right now, I'm gonna talk about all of Metro Phoenix, and then I'm gonna go to East Valley. In all of Metro Phoenix, if you're looking for 0 to 150,000, you have 1.7 months of supply, but again, remember, that is mobile home. Anything from 150 up to 380, which keeps you in that FHA loan range, in all of Metro Phoenix, you have 0.4 months worth of inventory. If I skip over to the East Valley, so these are cities like Tempe, Gilbert, Chandler Heights, Mesa, Ahwatukee, Queen Creek, and Santan. You're looking at 0.2 months worth of supply. Are you surprised it's hard out there? There's nothing out there for you guys. And the minute that comes on the market, it's gone. All right? People are overpaying and all kinds of crazy stuff. If you're looking even from 380 to 500 in major metro Phoenix area, there's half a month's worth of supply. If you're looking in the East Valley for 380 to 500, you've got 0.3 months worth of supply. Oh my gosh, Hunger Games, yep. And even in the East Valley, if you're looking anywhere between 500 and 600,000, so let's say you just go a little bit higher, okay, you're still at just half a month's worth of inventory. You guys, it is a challenge out there. Part of the challenge is for sellers. If they need to sell, but they need to buy something, they're running into the same problems. If you're a non-contingent buyer, you're running into the same problems. So we have strategies to deal with all of those. And you need to be working with a really, really qualified agent who knows their stuff, who knows how to get your offers accepted, who knows how to negotiate through some of these things. You guys, I just can't emphasize to you enough that experience really matters. Having the plans really matter. We have all kinds of plans and strategies for you over here on our team. If you're thinking about doing this, let's have a conversation. We need to talk about your specific situation. Absolutely, we have a strategy for you, and we can help you get that done in today's market. We're getting it done for our clients all over the place. Please, please, please give us a call, give us a chat, give us a text, whatever you feel good about doing, but let's get the conversation started if you're considering doing anything in the year 2021. All right, you guys, that's my market update for you. Sorry, this one was a little bit longer than normal, but I'm pumped, I'm excited. I've got lots of information for you guys about what's happening in our market right now. So stay tuned for our next video. Come back and join us next month for another market update, but we're really glad to have you watching any of these videos. If you need us, reach out to us. Best way to get a hold of me is through my cell phone, 480-415-1341. Thanks you guys for watching, and we will catch you on our next video.